fight.
Ships are ready to go. This is fantastic. Now I'm giddy. Now I'm excited. We're getting into the first match. It's getting hype. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, Croncy, and they're off. And again, yeah, so like if that arrow does get itself targeted first, I mean, like unless they're a decent pilot here in the dark, they're going to have their work cut out for them. If they could see the buildings underneath, it might be a different story, I think. They could use that to their advantage here to weave through and to avoid that DPS. But as you say, I mean, like if they are targeted first, it could go south pretty fast here, Croncy. You can already hear those pips. You can hear the ships here targeting each other. They're about to get going.
Yeah, we're already hearing some target pips, so only a matter of time now. It's going to be very interesting. You've got the 890J to contend with. You can use that to hide your signature a little bit once the encounter begins. We've got some building that these competitors can go around. Only 7 kilometers away from each other. Look at that, Toby, go to work. Watching your teammate. Love to see that. Love to see that.
That's right. That was Liberty Reaper's Dimacula there in the Saber. And so far, they're flying towards each other. They're flying in a wing, flying close, flying tight. There we go. That's Scooter there. And it looks like we're off to a interesting start here.
Yeah, invisibility check going very hard on the Saber initially, absolutely unloading it. And it looks like we've already seen a soft death from invisibility check. Goodbye, Arrow. That's going to be all she wrote for them. Now they've just got the Hornet to contend with, but down goes one of Liberty Reapers. An absolutely fantastic comeback from that. This is one-on-one Hornets now. We're already on one-on-one Hornets, but someone still has some shots left.
That's right. Liberty Reapers here have their ballistic loadout still, and it looks like they're off to a good start. You can see their cockpit there is in the red with less than 25% hull integrity. It's going to be a slap fight here. All shields are down. All bets are off, and what an amazing start to this. I mean, it took a while to get going, but now that we're here, we can see these Hornets really pulling their weight here, and you can see why people are picking this ship as the main ship in their compositions, Croncy.
Yeah, look, those Revenant Gatlings are pretty brutal, and if you're able to just eliminate a ship ASAP with that, then you're in a pretty sweet spot. You can see those Panthers have a pretty decent amount of shots. Even when you aren't using the capacitor, you're still getting 31 shots with those Panthers. That is enough to allow you to get a full volley off and then reposition. Shields are already back for this Hornet.
Oh, there it is! Yes!
There's the elimination. Our first game win of the day. I'm actually not sure which Hornet we're watching.
Snail B of Liberty Reapers was the last Hornet standing. And yeah, I mean, like, Revenants were dry, but they made those shots count with their energy repeaters there. And that was, again, Snail B of Liberty Reapers there being the last one up. And what a fight. All right, we're here for round 2, or I guess fight 2 in this best of 3 here between Liberty Reapers Orange and, of course, Invisibility check here. And, man, I mean, last time we saw these guys fight, it was so close. It was, I think, the tightest fight we've seen so far. And I'm looking forward to seeing how they do today here, Croncy.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, and we have a Hornet and Saber versus an Arrow and a Hornet here. Man, I think, well, it's going to be a good one regardless, man. Last time we had this, both Hornets were the last one standing. We'll see if we see a replay of last time here, Croncy.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, we saw some other strategies from some other competitors of just taking down the Hornet as quickly as possible. We may see that again. We've been seeing a lot of, you know, just trying to split the competitors as much as we can. Things are going to change. Things are likely going to change. I do really want to see a Game 3 from these guys, but it could be the end for them. Liberty Reapers Orange had an absolutely amazing performance last round. The Hornet from Snaleeb barely took any damage during the course of the last one. So it looks like we're getting some targets. It's only a matter of time before we see the fire.
All right, yes, Snailib. My apologies. I think I said snail bee like 1,000 times. Thank you for that. But it looks like they're about to get started. I would love to see it from Snailib's like perspective here, simply because they were the last man standing before. I want to see who it is they're gonna go for. Again, Scooter in that arrow was so quickly set upon last time. This time around, they're a bit higher up. They're trying something a little bit differently this time.
Yeah, for sure. Still trying to find each other a little bit right now. You know, no one wants to be the first one on the radar, obviously. You want to be the one to react. So it'll take a little bit for these guys to find each other. There's a lot of wreckage around at the moment as well. One thing that I'm finding a little bit interesting, I would have expected all of our competitors to just turn off clouds, but we're actually seeing a couple of the nice clouds on Area 18, which if we get into a fight in the clouds, I'll be very happy. That'll be a sight.
There are a few competition options here that weren't entirely, like, you know, blocked, you know, things like turning off clouds, using reshade, but we haven't really seen much of that today. But that being said, it looks like we're about to get started very soon here in this fight, but as you said, like, nobody wants to be detected first. You do have to get detected, right? You have to have that handshake. Here we go!
Yeah,
Here's that...
So, and all in on the Hornet, all in on the Hornet. That's exactly what I was hoping was going to happen. Shields are down, damage being applied. This Hornet, no damage on it whatsoever. It's going down. Already a 2v1. Take down the arrow now. And that should be all she wrote. This is going to be a huge advantage to these guys. We saw the arrow pop off last time, but it's going to require a lot of effort to get out of it now.
Snailib is lethal. Every shot on target here. Is that arrow dead yet?
There it is. You
there
said
we
it
go.
at the perfect time.
And there we go, man. I mean, like, again, these guys are tight. And with that second W, I think they're moving on into round 2. That, again, ladies and gentlemen, is Liberty's Reaper's Orange. And, yeah, Snailib in that Hornet is a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, very much so. Let's go back to the desk and see what Crucian thinks of that fight.
Man, another great one there. To see Snailib just position himself in that position where his pips are just on that Hornet and just rip him to shreds, man. I feel so bad, but man, it's such a good. You know, that's why everybody needs to look for each other. But remember, that handshake needs to be down in the middle. That once they target each other, they broke off and try to get a higher position. And you know, than the other team. But dude, that is tough. That is a tough one right there. Unfortunately, putting Invisibility check out of the tournament, and then Liberty Reaper's Orange moving on to fight Hawks. But again, let's move it on over to you guys. Meyer, your thoughts on this overall fight, and to see Liberty Reaper's Orange, man, just with that Hornet is scary.
Well, I mean, we're definitely seeing the atmosphere take its toll here on our competitors, especially in the slower ships here. Snailib was able to make the most of it with their Hornet and just be the one on top of the opposition in time. And man, it was short and sweet, and obviously just their accuracy was helped a lot. I mean, like, I don't think they missed too many shots. Whenever they opened fire, you heard that sweet percussive, like a high-pitched synth just go off like you're like a song or something, man. But yeah, it was, again, just short and sweet. Look at that. Oh, just immediate cause and effect.
Man, these replays are insane. And look at you know, look at the other Liberty Reaper's Orange there. I think this is gonna be Diamukula just using that Toby Ghost to his advantage, which is awesome. Shout out to, you know, Toby and the Toby Eye Tracker 5. But Kroncy, what are your thoughts here on this matchup and Liberty Reaper's Orange? Man, they're looking pretty damn good. I can't lie to you.
Yeah, they absolutely crushed this one. Watching Invisibility check try to make a bit more better use of the space than we've seen some of the other competitors use so far. You know, going to about 8 to 9 kilometers above the 890J, where you get a little bit less atmosphere, you can get a little bit more speed. Didn't end up working out for them in the end. We just saw the absolute punishment from Liberty Reapers as they came through. The initial onslaught on that Hornet, it was so quick. It was gone within probably about 10 seconds if we timed it, honestly. It was game over pretty much at that point. So